We are here to present how Shangri-La Hotel Group can increase the number of sales by taking reference of the Airbnb case. I am Brittany Leung Ping Yi. Before we start, let me give a brief introduction of what Shangri-La Group is. It is a leading luxury hotel group which is also regarded as one of the world's finest hotel ownership and management companies. Shangri-La Hotel Group manages over 100 hotels and resorts in Asia Pacific, North America, the Middle East, and Europe. There are 5 brands under the Shangri-La Hotel Group. First one is the Shangri-La Hotel, Shangri-La Resorts, Traders Hotel, Carey Hotel, and Hotel Jen. So let's move to how Airbnb utilize their big data. There are two types of data. The first one is the internal data. For example, image data from host photos, location data, accommodation features, customer feedback and ratings, and transaction data are regarded as Airbnb internal data. For external data, for example, when there are some festivals in specific regions, the room price of these regions usually get higher compared to normal season, and therefore this kind of factor is regarded as external data. Airbnb utilize these two main sources of data to predict the room price and the accommodation. And in the following, we'll discuss how Shangri-La can be benefited by taking the Airbnb as reference.
So let's talk about the data mining cycles. The first step is business understanding. In order to analyze this part, I've searched for the annual report of Shangri-La from 2013 to 2018. Here are some of the data, and I highlight the revenue from hotel operations. And I make use of this data and make a graph like this. We can see that the revenues from hotel operations have changed at an unstable rate. Although the graph is still showing like a good and increasing trend, especially from 2017 to 2018, we have to say that overall trend is not stable, and the Shangri-La's growth of sales become very slow. So the primary thing for Shangri-La to do is to increase sales. At this stage, what can Shangri-La do to improve? By referring to the development of Airbnb, Shangri-La can make good use of big data analysts with current data collected from original customers. The next step is data understanding. As for data source, Shangri-La states that they collect data whenever the customer is using website, including its official website, mobile application, and other online products and services. Also, Shangri-La has its own membership system, which may help it understand its members better. Here may involve cost when customers are using the third party to search for and book rooms in Shangri-La hotels, because the transaction cost of data from other platforms may occur. However, the data source is beneficial since it can provide Shangri-La with useful information of customers, such as preferences. The main data Shangri-La need to make good use of is its customer database. By studying customers' preferences, Shangri-La can understand its customer better. Here are types of data that Shangri-La claims to collect from customers. The type of data are mainly related to locations and accommodation features of hotels that customers have stayed and customer feedback and ratings. The data has many strengths, like Shangri-La has a huge amount of data to choose from since it has the long history and is really experienced in this industry. And the data can also provide Shangri-La with a good concept of customized services and prediction of its original types of customers. However, it also has some weaknesses. There might be some false or missing data which make the result not trustworthy. And additionally, the data might be insufficient in some parts that Shangri-La has never paid any attention to.
In data preparation part, the first question is that what data they can collect. For example, special requests, guest comment, and feedback for the follow-up service. The hotel could use cookies to get users' login information to recommend some other type of rooms in other locations or in other valuable sub-brand hotels. For confirmed customer, the hotel could get their previous transaction data to know about the preference record. For similarity, we could calculate TF-IDL for further modeling. One part we thought it could improve is to cooperate with social media to collect data. Since the manager Tan said that luxury five-star hotel should consider data collected from multiple sources, such as the social listening tools. Here are some examples to help you easily understand it. On your left, it is the Shangri-La new reservation page. You can customize your stay with the list price, and you can also choose from a room preference. You can write down anything about a special request. On your right, it is the guest reviews in the official sites. The second question is that what's the challenge they may face? Such challenge are negative reviews, unmatched guest profile. It means the customer are not their target customer, just a one-type customer. Difficulties of the test. Unstructured tests make it hard to collect usable data. More analysis work if the hotel also pay attention to the potential customer. According to a Martin Rowe report, Shangri-La was gaining insights on their main customer group, premier frequent business traveler. Moreover, we could find, from a perspective of Shangri-La, the red corner has shown further analysis only focused on their members' golden circle. In action about data transformation, here sentimental analysis is guest reviews. About test representative, here documents are thousands of the reviews, terms are some keywords of the service. I will post it in your right-hand side. The official site summarizes and extracts the keywords from the review paragraph. For removing missing values, if a customer forgot to enter some interest, we will do that to avoid the measurement error, for example, H0. For normalizing variable, to solve the scale problem, the above example, the answer is yes or no. We will convert the category variable into binary 0 or 1. Second action is a quick response. We could easily find in the recent reviews of the Shangri-La Iceland Hong Kong in Travel Advisors. Why the hotel do that? Because the hotel sees jumps in customer booking when they respond to online reviews within 48 hours. The third one we want something to improve is a good expansion in third-party service provider.
Hi, this is Yishan Liu presenting. For step 4, modeling. So as to increase the number of sales, our first goal is to provide more customized experiences for different customers. So we can start with customer segmentation and then use predictive model to predict that when a new customer comes in, what kind of customized service should Shangri-La provide. Some of the techniques used here are finding correlations, attribute or variable selection, and predictive modeling. So how can they do the customer segmentation? They should start with choosing informative attributes. By testing different selection of informative attributes based on features that have the highest information gain. So say for example, Shangri-La find out that income, age, type of travel, loyalty, customer behavior, and service behavior are the most important informative attributes. Then they can calculate each of which entropies as well as the appearance entropy to find out that which can have the highest information gain. Then they probably figure it out that income, age, loyalty, customer behavior are the ones that can have the highest information gain. Then they can base on that to construct the decision tree. Then after that, we can do the predictive modeling, which is to predict that when a new customer comes in, what category does this new customer falls in, and then what type of services does he or she most likely prefer. Then we can use our decision tree to predict or use the geometric graph to make the class predictions. Then our second goal to increase the number of sales is to identify more similar customers. We can use similarity to identify potential customer groups, which is similar to our existing ones, in order to have the sales staff look at them as prospects. Some of the techniques used here are similarity and clustering. So, how can they determine similarity? The distances between data objects can be used for the determination of similarity. And there are many distance metrics out there, including Euclidean, Manhattan, and cosine distance. And if Shangri-La found that if one object has a shorter distance with our existing customers, then it has a higher similarity. Shangri-La could also group similar customers together into clusters. Then how can they cluster? They can use k-means, which is a way for clustering, so that they can see what these groups have in common, so as to have a better understanding for each cluster's preferences for future predictions.
In this evaluation step, the model results are evaluated against the business objectives of increasing sales of Shangri-La Hotel as mentioned in the business understanding step. In evaluation, we may identify new business requirements because there are possible changes of the new patterns that we have discovered in the model results. Gaining business understanding is an important step in data mining in order to evaluate our suggested models. Then decisions will be made in next step in the deployment phase. On a continuous analysis, the hotel uses guest information, guest email address, their phone number, and other relevant contact information to send them either by emails, text messages, phone calls, post notifications, like using social media like Facebook. That information is needed to evaluate customer satisfaction over the hotel experiences, including about the hotel itself, products and services, news about the membership programs, satisfaction surveys, events, offers, and promotions. Shangri-La also like to share information with their managers of the hotels and also some of the private stakeholders. So they will need this information about the news updates, special events, offers, and promotions regarding their products and services, including travel, food and beverage, hotel accommodation, entertainment, publications, health and wellness, non-profit making, and charitable activities, social networking, media, and public relations, but all this without using guest information in marketing activities of the hotel. After evaluation, the deployment step is to create a report that summarizes Shangri-La Hotel strategies to deploy the models, maintain and monitor the process of executing the models to grow the hotel's sales. The reports will be created and they will be very useful for the future support for the development of hotel based on the churn data collected, including the churn score and the customer value. Churn management will help Shangri-La Hotel to first identify its favorable customers and focus the marketing efforts to attract and retain those customers. After calculating the churn score about customer behaviors and customers' desires as well as satisfaction. At the end, Shangri-La Hotel will be successful to achieve its sales and increase their sales.
This is the end. Thank you.